Hello guys, how y'all doing? Me Miss here. Welcome to today's vlog. So it's been a while since I've uploaded in my YouTube channel. So how you guys been? How y'all doing? And while I was away, a lot of things has happened in my life. Most I particularly didn't like to talk about. But something fun has come out in my life lately, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So here's the story goes. I started to play Animal Crossing New Horizons a couple of months ago. Actually, it's not a couple of months ago, it's over a month ago. And I think I'm nearly there of finishing the game. Although when I look at the Reddit's those Reddit's questionnaires and those, what do you call it, Reddit's corner. When I take a look over there, I realize that this is the type of game that you will never gonna finish. You are gonna keep on discovering and rediscovering new things, and true to that, every time I thought that I finished this game, I'm currently playing Animal Crossing, by the way. You guys couldn't see it. Yeah, I'm playing it. It is the game that will never ever be completed, I guess, because there's always something new to be added to your island and whatnot. And I completely agree with that statement, because there's always something that when I look at when I look at a space in my island, I'll never look at it the same way twice. Like maybe today I'll look at it like, yeah, there's nothing there, and then the next day I feel like I want to change something there. Like I want to spice things up, spruce it up a little bit. And honestly, because I am a 32-year-old woman playing a game, I could no longer be excited like I'm a 12-year-old or maybe 22-year-old. I have to play like a 32-year-old woman. I'm not married, so how is that count? Anyway, TMI. All I'm saying that I love playing it, okay? Because nothing in my life right now can be said like when we talk about prospect, nothing in my life seems like looking up to me. Like when I look at it, everything looks bleak, darling. Like nothing look great. But when I play this game, I feel like a little bit accomplishment day by day goes a long way, and it shows, because every day when I look at my island, there's always something new there. So it's always something new to discover, something new to be built, destroyed, etc., etc. Now, I know you might be hoping, like when you click on this video, I could make some tour or whatnot. The truth to be told, I just don't want to do that. And also because I don't know how to do that, because my laptop cannot do the screen cap thingy. So you just gotta trust me on this when I say I'm playing the game. So, but I can still narrate it to you what's going on in my island. Like basically what's going on right now, I think we're still in a summer vibes, maybe fall vibes, autumn vibes, because it's only like September. And today is 11 September, by the way. Rape to those 11 September victims and their family. I mean, it's the death anniversary, right? So but I will probably upload this like a couple of days later, So I've been playing the game. Like when I first got the game, I got it with the Mineral Town thing. Because I remember playing Harvest Moon many years ago and freaking love it. So I started playing that thing first, Mineral Town, Friends of Mineral Town, I think the name of the game. Start playing that one non-stop, love it. Like I married the doctor, by the way, so that is just cool because he's the easiest one to get in that game, basically, because I'm too lazy. I use cheat codes as you do, because I want to finish the game early on how to we can get married and have kids and whatnot. And I guess the winter depression gets to me pretty much. Like whoever had played that game before, they would know winter time is the most boring time if you're playing like Mineral Town, Harvest Moon, winter time is the most boring time of out of all four, you know? Like I freaking hate it. Like my favorite time was basically spring and autumn. I super hate summer because they have this typhoon thing, which I think is a quite a, you know, normal occurrence in Japan, I guess, which is why every time it happens I hate it. And I could only imagine the damage that it had done to those people in Japan. Whenever typhoon hits them, I couldn't imagine the loss, the damage, and everything else in between. It's horrible. And basically I hate it. I hate summer, I hate winter, especially winter, because usually there's nothing more, you know, nothing else to do there. And again, winter depression hits me hard, so I decided to switch. Using my Nintendo Switch, I decided to switch to the other game, which is the Animal Crossing. Like, funny thing, I play Animal Crossing first. It's just that I just don't get it. Like, I feel like the game was a bit slow then. I don't know why. Like, I was thinking, you know, compared to the Mineral Town, this kind of like dull. I mean, this looks dull to me. This feels dull to me. So I abandoned the game for two weeks, I think. And then again, winter depression hits, so decided to switch it back to Animal Crossing, and I never returned to Mineral Town ever since, because there's always something new to do in Animal Crossing. Now I totally gets the hype over 4 years ago. Because 4 years ago, I was not really that into Nintendo Switch, and decided I was just like, I mean, it was such a hassle for me to learn new gadgets anyway, so Nintendo Switch, I was like, what's that, you know? Never really care about it until I think 2 months ago, because you know, my personal life is getting a little bit out of hand. Like nothing is going right basically, like with ailing family members, and between me getting depressed, waking up every morning, didn't want to wake up, just keep on sleeping in, trying to work on my some of the things I'm working on. It's not totally working, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna change the pace here. I hate everything. I wake up, I hate everything. Decided to get this Nintendo Switch because I'm kind of inspired, half inspired by Sabrina Carpenter's song Espresso. Like switch it up like a Nintendo. I don't know, it's part, you know, maybe ingrained in my head somewhere. So decided to get it, and it's the best decision I have made in a while. Because not because I get addicted to the game, I don't, but it took my mind out of like a lot of things that I cannot control in my life right now. Like so much things that I cannot control in my life right now. But in this game, I am their fucking god. Like there's nothing you could do about it. Like if I say I want to destroy that fucking bridge or incliners, then I can so do that. It's just awesome and cool. And by the way, I would like to introduce to you guys to one of the characters in here. She is my 7th villagers / neighbors, called Judy, and I heard she is the most sought after, but let me tell you a secret, she is not my favorite villagers ever. Now, my favorite villagers of all time, and I even have his picture, is Antonio. Now, he is not everybody's like favorite, but he is mine because he came with me in this island when I first got here. I mean, in this island that I call Momoshi 13. He came with Sherry, the monkey, and I thought I'm gonna like the monkey at first, but then the monkey has like a little bit sass going on, so kind of hate her a little bit. And then I started to talk to Antonio more and more, and I realized how polite he is. Even he is a joke, he is super nice, and he always gave me this like DIY to do recipes and whatnot, and he was never stingy. You know, when he gave me something, he gave me something basically, and I love him. I love him to death, and he is the only one so far, by far, that ever gave me something. His picture, I got his picture in my house, and I like looking at it every morning. It's so nice. And the thing is, I don't really understand this game completely, but I feel like I can decorate it, right? the first two villagers that come with me, I can almost like decorate their house along with mine. So I make sure that I have everything nice for Antonio. Like basically I make him a bed in the color of his favorite color, which is blue. And then there's some bedside table, there's some table. I always try to give something nice to him, and also Sherry, because after a while I kind of like warm up to Sherry as well, and I realized, no, I discovered her favorite color is yellow, so I try to make everything in yellow. But first I make it everything in pink, but she accepted it gleefully anyway, so that's kind of cute. And Sherry is very, very fun too. Like, she's very sassy. And I remember like the third, maybe fifth day that I played the game, she got sick. So I come and visit her at her house and give her some medicine. And then she thanked me, and then we've been super fucking tight ever since, which is fucking cool. And I know I'm talking about like fictional characters, but it's really, really intriguing. You know, the relationship you can build with all of them. Now I also have other villagers. Can't really remember the sequences when they came, but I think the third villagers after Antonio and Sherry is Pinky, the panda, the pink panda. And I super hate her at first. Not gonna lie, until she started giving me like very, very cutesy, super duper beautiful clothing. Because she have a style, you know, she have a style. And I guess the reason I hate her so much is because she talks about singing a lot but do nothing about it, and I fucking hate that. Even, you know, when person says something, they want to do something but never actually do anything with that. Hate that, totally hate that. But again, like just like Sherry, Pinky also started to grow with me, on me a little bit. And then I remember Biscuit, the dog, as my neighbor, and I didn't know it was him at first because he was that, you know, it was like basically Antonio, Sherry, Pinky, Biscuit. Then there's this other character. Yes, there's this other character before Biscuit moves in. I think it was Annalisa, and she is like the female version of Antonio. And I heard she's not that super popular, which is fine because I love her. She's super, super sweet. She's very, very prude, in my opinion, I guess. Because she's very proper, prim and proper, I call her. And I love the fact that she calls me Gumdrop every time she saw me, so that's kind of cute. Although I don't know, something happened between the game. Like while I was playing, Antonio asked me if, you know, what to call me. You know, basically, like when I see you, what should I call you? Something like that. And I was like, I like the name Murph, Merf. So I just like, yeah, call me Murph. And then Antonio started calling me Murph shortly after that. My character, I mean, not me personally, but my character, Misa-chan. So he started calling me Murph, but then after that, Annalisa also started calling me Murph, which is super weird because she always called me Gumdrop before that. So that's a bit weird. And I thought it was just a glitch at first, and then this past couple of days she started to call me Murph as well, which is super weird. Like, I don't remember her asking permission, nor did I give it to her unwillingly or subconsciously, I don't know. But that's what happened, and I kind of missed the fact that she used to call me Gumdrop. Like, I love the fact that she calls me Gumdrop every time she saw me. So now that thing is gone, I'm a little bit sad. Then after Annalisa and Biscuit, which is the dog, he's a lazy dog, but I really love how friendly he is. Like, I would always wanted to search that dog because he's super, I mean, he's lazy, that's for sure, but he's super friendly, and I love that. And then after Biscuit, I think Ship, which is like a dog kind of breed, very preppy, moves in. Now him, I don't know, he's like one of those first visitors to my camp, so I would always have this like fondness towards him. But when he first moved in, I hate him. Like, I completely hate it, and I'm almost regretting it until he started giving me stuff that is super nice. I guess I can be bought with super nice stuff. Like all of this, like villages, like, you know, moves into my island, right? started giving me all this like nice stuff, and I was like, oh, he got style, like Ship got style. And I kind of like hate the fact that he boasted a lot, like super boasting, like a lot about his like house and his, you know, appearances and whatnot. Kind of hate that. But then, like every other single villagers that I met before and after him, I grew to love him as well, because he asked me, can I call you Maestro? And I love that when he called me Maestro. Like, I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool, call me that. And then I think there's like these other characters that also started calling me Maestro as well, which I thought pretty neat. But I can't remember which one is it, because, you know, after Ship I can't like basically check out, but I still remember the names, mind you. I think the one that I met after that was Peck. It is a bird, a red bird. Another jock in my island. I don't know why, for some reason I have the worst luck with the female characters, female villagers, and those are the ones that I wanted the most, because I really love sisterly villagers so much. And it all started, you know, with Sherry and Pinky. I really want another one. So after Pack, I received another one, which is, I think his name is Alfonso. It is a crocodile thingy, also in red color, suspiciously enough. Like, I don't know, I know this thing is random, like you go and redeem the Nook Miles ticket something, right? And then you go to this like very island, and then you will met your potential villagers there, and sometimes you can talk to them, sometimes maybe not. And I remember after Alfonso, I was like, I want to save this very special spot, this last two houses, for my very special sisterly villagers, which I got, by the way, after 2 times. Like, basically I was just like, I went to these 2 island and I met some, and I was like, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna wait for the 3rd one. And the 3rd one turns out to be Judy, and I know she's like one of the most popular, most beloved Animal Crossing villagers, but I still haven't warmed up to her yet. I don't know, there's something about her attitude, like for the fact that I can give any villages that are less, you know, not a lovable ones, like I can give them anything and they will receive it with a happy heart. Even though they don't like it, they will receive it and not complain about it. But her, she would return things that she doesn't like to my face and say, oh, you probably should give this to someone else instead of me. And I was like, shut up, I give it to you, bitch, take it. But, you know, for what it's worth, Judy is very proper. She's almost like Annalisa in a way, but I think I like Annalisa and Sherry better. Maybe because I stick with them for a while, or maybe because I think they are not fussy enough. And I think Judy is a bit fussy for my taste, and I am sorry for people who actually likes Judy, because I don't actually like her. Like, if I could pick her between her and Pinky, I think I'll pick Pinky every other day. Even though she talks about singing and becoming popular or in stuff famous, whatever not, I would choose Pinky any other day compared to Judy, because I don't really like Judy that much. But if there's like any consolation, Judy is a very, very cute character, and she's well spoken and very polite. Well, thank you. And usually she give me one of the best gift like ever. Like, she always have the best, the nicest gift, and I love her for that. But she's not my favorite villagers in Animal Crossing that I'm currently playing. Then we got the last one, and I'm saving this one for last because I could never remember his name. Like, I could only remember his name after a while of thought, like, what is his name? It sounds like an old person's name. Murphy. It's a bear, a green bear, wear glasses, just like not just like mine, like just like me. He wear glasses, and I was kind of like pissed off that Murphy decided to move into my island uninvited, because originally I have plans. Like, I was like gonna redeem this Nook Miles, and then I'm just gonna, you know, drop into this island and then maybe search my potential villages there. But who knows, Murphy suddenly just moves in, and I was super pissed about that. So when I look at the construction site, it says it was just reserved for Murphy. I was kind of pissed, so I decided to just look up for him, and I was like, oh, it's a bear. Now I love me some bear, okay? Love me some bear, love me some bear. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna look how Murphy looks like, how he sounded like. Maybe if I don't like him, maybe I'll do something to make him move later on. Although I never did this before. I never ever kick out any of the villagers I had, because the way that I got them, the way that I met them, the way that I received them at first was super different, and each hold very special memories somehow to me. It's just so weird. Like, it's just a game, but somehow it has that little, it trickles some memories there, which is good. So yeah, about Murphy, I don't know what to expect of him at first, but because it is a bear, and it is a green bear that wears glasses at that, I decided to give him a try, and who knows, he sounded like a grandpappy. Like, he sounded like his voice is very deep, and he's quite polite, and he loves reading, like, so much, which I do too sometimes, but mostly comic books these days, because my attention span could never last unless it was a good book. But other than that, Murphy looks like he almost looks like my dad in some respect. He likes fishing, he likes nature, he likes reading, he likes a down me time, nobody disturb him, and also he gave me a very practical gifts, like sometimes. And he's always polite. Like, if he saw me first, he would just say hi, or just be nice, super nice, and not bossy at all. He wouldn't dictate you to do, say things you don't want to say. Unlike some of the villagers, which there's actually 2 villagers I remember always causing trouble, one way or another. Like, sometimes they drop things, or maybe sometimes they get into fight. I remember Pack the bird get into fight with at least 2 of my villagers before he settles down, because I remember both time I have to be the the middleman trying to remedy the situation, and I help him in both time, because I just want all my villagers to just live and be happy, coexist, just grow old together a little bit before you want to move out. Which reminds me, there are also some villagers that wanted to move out, and for those villagers I just say no, think it over. And then once I say that, of course they are comforted, like they were like, yeah, I should stay here, and they continue to stay. And I remember the first time this happened, it happens with Biscuit, I think, the dog, the lazy dog, as if he knows that he was not getting much love and attention. I was like, oh, we cannot have that, because I love Biscuit. I like to see his friendly dog faced every now and then. So I say, stay, Biscuit, stay with us in this little island I'm trying to build. And he did stay, and then I think Sherry did the same thing too. And just when I started to warm up to her, so I was like, oh no, not Sherry, not you too. And I said, stay, Sherry, I wanted you here, we wanted you here, so she stayed. And then the last time this happened, it was a couple of weeks ago with Annalisa, and again, like I said, I love the way she calls me Gumdrop, so it cheered me up a little bit when she wants to move out. And so I said, no, not you too, come stay. And she did stay. And none of my villagers has ever said that they wanted to move out ever since. They all are happily living here with me. But it's only been a month, and I already got KK Slider, I think, during the first week performing in my island. And I love the way he sings too. Honestly, when I look at his face, it's a little bit creepy, but I love it, the fact that he sing, and then he do this little ow at the end. It was so cute. I love it. I love that he come visit every weekend. Super fun. And the fact that he gave me free CDs every now and then. Now I'm just looking again at cheat sheet, because I just don't have time, okay, to just discover these things on my own. There's way too much things and too little time to just wait out and see what happened, and besides, you got everything in the computer these days. Of course, you can just Google stuff you want to know. And mind you, I only did this with the KK Sliders secret song and whatnot. Now, I want to tell you guys about the activities I enjoy while playing, but I think this video is a little bit too long, so I'm gonna separate it to 2 parts probably. And also because the battery is dying out, so I'm just gonna change it and then come back.